Hello everybody, it's Mr. Dooner here from Dudley Performing Arts, and today in our lesson what we're going to do is we're going to learn a piece of music called Bees at Sea. Okay, and that's written by James Longworth and Nick Walker, and it's available in the book Guitar Basics. And the idea is it's going to teach us how to play a song in two parts and introduce us to some simple chords. I'll talk a bit about that in a minute. Right. So how it's going to work, I shall play through the piece first. I'll show you both parts, because it's in two parts, the melody and the chords. Right. Then I will go over the notes you need to play it. I'll go over the chord you need to play it. Okay, so that's two separate things. Then what's going to happen is I'll show you how to play the two separate parts of the song, the melody and the chords. Yeah. Then after that, we'll do a play-along. Now, the play-along's in two parts, and I'll give you some ideas on how you might go about practicing that and then joining it together. Okay, first of all, here's the melody to Easy Bees. It goes like this. There we go, that's the melody, and here are the chords. It goes like this. So let's learn how to play the notes first, all right? You only need two notes here, and they're quite easy. You shouldn't have much trouble with this. Okay. The first note you need is B, okay? And B is just your second string. Here we go. 1, 2, and play. That's a B. Well done. Right, the second note you need is C, okay? To do C, take your first finger and push your first fret down on the B string that you've just played. That's your C, okay? So B and C. C, some of you may find this a little bit more tough to push down because the string is raised slightly higher because you've got the top knot there. So it takes a little bit of effort to push down. So if it's not working, just give it a good push, and hopefully that should make it happen. Right. So that's the melody. The other part to this is the chords. Okay. You need two chords for this. Now, a chord is three notes or more, but we're just going to stick to three now. Three notes played together at the same time, right? What I want you to do, we're going to learn a G chord. And what I want you to do for this is I want you to take your third finger, 1, 2, 3, third finger, and push your third fret down on your high E string, okay? Now, normally it would make a G note, but we're going to play a G chord this time. And what we're going to do is we're going to play from your D string, your fourth string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. If you take your thumb and stroke it down very gently, and that's the G chord, right? You can see we've got three different notes there. We've got D, G, and B that make up the G chord, and another G at the top here, just to give the guitars their distinctive sound, right? Good, good. The next chord we need is C. Now, how you do this is exactly the same way as you do it on the note, okay? And what you do is you take your first finger, you put it on your first fret of your B string, okay? And then with your thumb, we only want to do this from the third string this time, your G. So 1, 2, 3, and strum down like that. It's called a strum, what you're doing with your right hand. And there is your C chord. Yes, indeed. Okay. If you're feeling really brave, what you can do is you can take your second finger here, give it a little bit of a wiggle, then put it on your second fret of your fourth string, your D string, all right? So second finger on your fourth string, and then you can play from the fourth string. It gives more of a richer, more powerful sound, if you can do it with more strings. Not the end of the world if you can't. If it's not happening, just stick to your 3. But if you think you can, the 4 would be great as well. All right. Now that we've learned the chords, we'll show you how to play the melody. Right. The melody is very, very easy. All we need to do is play 4 Bs. Yep. Then 4 Cs. Then another 4 Bs. And then 2 Cs that last for 2 beats each. So it goes C, C. Okay. So all the way through, the melody goes B, 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 C, 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 B, 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 C, C. Now the chords, we want to give you a little bit of time to change between each one. So they go like this. G, 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 C, 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 G, 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 C, C. Again without me singing. All right. Now, we're going to go for a playthrough now. Now, the idea behind this is that some of you play the melody and some of you play the chords, all right? It might be worth doing the both parts separately first. So all of you do the melody first, then all of you do the chords. Then what I want you to do is break it down. Okay, so that we've got 2 groups of people playing both parts at the same time. That's what makes this piece of music, all right? So how are we going to do that? Well, maybe all the boys can play the melody and all the girls can play the chords, yeah? And after that, you can swap over. You know, all the girls can play the melody, all the boys can play the chords. And any other sort of way of dividing up you can think of. Maybe people who like apples, maybe people who prefer bananas. You know, split yourselves into 2 groups. It may be that some of you are struggling with the chords, and when it comes to the actual playthrough, prefer to play the melody. That's something for you to sort out amongst yourselves. But we'll see how you get on with that in just a couple of moments. I'll have both pieces of music running on the screen at the same time, so you'll be able to see both. The melody will be at the top, the chords will be at the bottom, and you should be able to see both. The only other thing you need to keep in mind is that this particular piece of music actually goes around 4 times. There'll be a repeat mark there that you can see, and you normally that you would only play 2 repeats, but in this case we're actually going to play it 4 times. All right. Well, best of luck. Off you go. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And keep practicing those chords. Guitars are almost always used as an accompaniment instrument, so you play the chords while you sing along, or somebody else plays a tune. So chords are a very, very important thing to learn how to do on guitar. This is a very basic introduction to them, but hopefully it will be of some help, and you can develop that skill as we're going along. Thank you very much. I will see you next time. Bye. Bye-bye.